Who has noticed? Men are no longer persuasive. Once they ask you out and you say no, boom, case closed.
I wonder if that could be for some actual reason, okay? I wonder why the dudes are saying, hey, you know what? If she's not interested in me, I'm not going to waste my time anymore. Could it be that so many men have had their time wasted, that so many men have had their time disrespected, where a lot of guys are now saying, you know what? The juice is not worth the squeeze. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video, and on today's episode, guys, we have a couple of women who are asking the question, why are men no longer putting in effort? Okay, I've seen a few of these TikToks pop up now where girls will ask things like, you know, back in the day, men used to behave differently, or men used to try and take me out on dates, or they used to be chivalrous, but now in the year 2022 and going forward, for some reason, the guys just don't seem to be interested anymore. And guys, that's what we're going to be talking about on today's episode. I've got a story lined up that we're going to be covering of a man's dating experience, really just highlighting one of the reasons why dudes are choosing to walk away from dating. But before we jump into today's Reddit story, I wanted to show you a couple more TikToks from that particular woman and see if we can figure out why exactly the dudes are not interested in dating her specifically. So let's take a look. This is the same girl that you guys saw in the intro clip, and I'm going to pull this up before we actually play it here. And it says, dating me is hard the moment you stop giving me attention. So let's take a listen to what she has to say here.
Dating me is hard the moment you stop giving me attention. I'm already single.
Listen to that, guys. The moment you stop giving her attention is the moment, apparently, that the relationship is over. I swear to you guys, women giving dating advice on TikTok should literally just be illegal. Okay, because it's so funny. This girl is advocating for men to give her attention, for men to put effort into her. But guys, I guarantee you, one of the fastest ways that you can drive women away, or one of the fastest ways that you can get friend zoned by a woman, is simply giving her too much attention, because now she feels as though she has you and she doesn't need to put in any effort. But guys, we have one more video here yet again from the same woman, and then we're going to jump into the man's dating Reddit story that I wanted to show you guys, and we're going to be talking about why dudes are just really done with the whole situation altogether. So let's take a listen to this final TikTok from this woman right here. And again, shout out to Replicant Fish, guys. A lot of these TikToks recently I've gotten from his channel. He makes fantastic content over here on YouTube, so make sure that you go and check him out. But let's take a listen to what this woman has to say.
You don't want to lose her? Treat her like you're still trying to win her. And that's how you'll never lose her. A real man reminds his woman daily of why she fell in love with him.
A real man puts in all this effort, guys. A real man, you know, he delivers those roses. He does all of those things for her. He goes out, he, you know, takes her out on dates, he romances her, whatever the case may be, okay? He's supposed to be chivalrous, he is supposed to be traditional, while the modern woman, you know, the modern woman, excuse me, is not necessarily required to do so. Now, guys, I wanted to jump into today's Reddit story, and here we have a 28-year-old guy, and he is going through, you know, the dating hiccups, as it were. He's struggling out here in dating, and he posted to this subreddit. And I kind of wanted to highlight his story and just talk about why a lot of dudes are not interested in dating. So let's jump into what this man has to say. This is written by a dude named Zachy Boy 2 hours ago at the time of recording his video on r/dating advice. And he says, the girl I haven't heard from in 7 months reached out randomly today. What does this mean? And he goes on to say, so in January, I, a 28-year-old male, met this girl who was 21 years old on a dating application, and she invited me over to her place for a first date, and we ended up having bedroom fun. A week later, she invited me over again for a sushi date, and once again the date ended up in the same thing again. The chemistry between us was good, and so was the bedroom fun. The next week, I left town to visit my family for a week, which I let her know, but we stayed in touch. Once I came back, she had the C word and had to be quarantined for a week, and when she got healthy, I let her know that I wanted to see her again. But this time, she made plans with her friends to go out and party. I told her to let me know when she wants to link up again. So guys, you might look at this story and you might think to yourself, oh, well, you know, things seem to be going well here. But the guy made a mistake, depending on who you ask, right? A lot of guys will say dating is just a complete waste of time to begin with. He shouldn't even be talking to this woman. Other guys will say, you know, the fact that this is casual just means it goes nowhere anyway. But what I want to highlight here, guys, is this is the part where the dude messed up. Okay? Is he said to her that he was interested in seeing her again. This is the first part of the story, guys, where he starts to put in a little bit of effort. And what you'll notice with a lot of modern women, guys, this is the most paradoxical thing about modern day dating, is guys tend to find out this. When dudes are out there dating and they put effort into modern women withdraw from men. You know, guys, I saw a YouTube video earlier today. I can't remember the name of the man who made it, but he was talking about he basically had recently got broken up with, and he was a little bit heartbroken, and he recorded the video. And one of the things that he talked about in that video was some of his faults and some of the things that he regretted or did wrong in the relationship. And the biggest regret that the guy had in the video that he recorded was crying in front of the girl that he liked, that he was together with. So he had a girlfriend, and he cried in front of her, and afterwards he literally felt a decrease in attraction from the woman, because women will say things like, you know what, I want you to open up, I want you to show your emotions, I want you to pursue me, right? The woman in the first TikTok was literally saying, you know, you should be a traditional man, essentially. But what happens when you as a guy open up? What happens when you as a man go out here and say, you know what, I'm going to take her seriously. I'm going to take her out on those dates. I'm going to show her my vulnerability. The women lose interest, guys. And this is one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons why dudes aren't interested in dating. Now, you can obviously add on top of that the fact that, you know, the modern court system is completely against men, whether that be in divorce or family disputes, which is a whole nother issue in itself. But insofar as casual dating, guys, it's like, no wonder relationships aren't being built. Because anytime you try and show vulnerability to modern women, guys, it just ends up poorly for the man. Like, guys have noticed this. I've said this before on this channel, guys. There's a quote I used to say back at the very beginning of this channel, okay? I do not recruit members to watch these videos. Many men over this side of the internet who are content creators, we do not recruit men. The men just show up. And the reason for that is because men come to realize, hey, wait a minute, the things that I am doing are not productive. The things that I am doing are just pushing a lot of these girls away, despite the fact that that's what they say that they actually want. Now, let's continue with this story here. So he starts to put in a little bit of effort and says he wants to see her again. And what do you know? This time she has plans to go out with her friends and blah, blah, blah. So the man pushes a little bit and she withdraws. Interesting how that works. Let's keep going. 2 weeks pass without hearing from her. I then get a text saying, hey, I haven't forgotten about you, just been super busy lately. You're on my mind. We talk a little and I tell her we should hang out next week because I'm busy. She says, I don't know what my schedule looks like, so I can't tell you exactly which day, but sure. I suggest Friday, but she's going to a game on the weekend. She has made plans to go out and party with friends again. Look at this, guys, right? So the man doesn't message her for 2 weeks, and wouldn't you know it, because he withdrew, she hit him up again. She then hits him up. He asks her if she's interested in hanging out and wants to hang out again, and what do you know? She withdraws again. Guys, anytime girls say crap like this is for the dudes who are out there dating, okay? If you run into a girl who says something like, you know, can I let you know, or maybe we can organize this day, or like she hits you with a maybe, okay? Just stop talking to her, guys. She's a waste of time. She's literally just wasting your time. None of these girls, I will say this again, none of these girls are that damn busy. They really are not. Like, I've seen so many of these girls say crap like, oh, I mean, like, how many stories have we read where the girls will be like, oh, I'm so busy, I'm like an entrepreneur, and I have all this going on and that going on, and that's why I can't see this dude. Guys, all that she's communicating, she's not actually busy. These girls are never that busy. It just means that you're a low priority. Just throw her out, guys. It's a complete and utter waste of your time. If a girl says, hey, you know, I'm busy, just say to her, never mind, and just don't hit her up again. You know, just be like, oh, all good. Seems like you got a lot going on. I'm not interested anymore. I'm not, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. And that's something that I heard from AMS, right? Back in the day. That was ages ago that I heard that. And I've always heard that. And I thought, wow, that's a fantastic thing that men who are out there dating should be doing. If a girl's not interested, if she says the maybe I'll let you know, guys, just withdraw your offer, man. Just withdraw it. Say, you know what, never mind, sounds like you got a lot going on, and then never hit her up again. Okay, let's continue. Blah, blah, blah. She's going out partying again. A week later, she hits me up asking me what I'm doing. She says stuff like, you are on my mind and I miss having you in my bed. She asks me if I got plans tomorrow and that I should come through. But the next day, she's all of a sudden sick and can't meet me. We're going to come back to this. The next week, I ask her out again to see if she has any plans on Sunday. And she says, I'll let you know. On Sunday afternoon, she hits me with the, I forgot to tell you, I've got other plans. You see how women will just waste men's time, guys? Like, completely and utterly waste men's time, like disrespect the dudes, run men around in circles. And guys, this is the part of the story where you have to have self-respect and walk away from the situation. Okay, if the girl does not want you there, guys, like, she clearly, it's funny to me, girls will say one thing and do another. Okay, they'll say things like, you know, I'd love to and I'll let you know, but they never actually let you know, or they don't care about messaging you at all, or whatever the case may be. And I'll say this, okay, she says that he was on her mind, and then she asks if he can hang tomorrow, and then he agrees, as if he hasn't got anything going on in the next 48 hours. Guys, if a girl contacts you, this is another thing that's super backwards, okay? If a girl contacts you and she says on short notice that she wants to hang out with you, and you say yes, in your mind, in her mind, excuse me, you've just basically just communicated to her that, oh crap, he's a loser, he doesn't have a lot going on. Now, we as guys, we don't think like that. We don't think, oh, if a girl wants to hang out with us on short notice, that she must be a loser. She must not have a lot going on. But women oftentimes subconsciously think these things, guys, especially if it's on like a weekend or something like that. What goes through her head is, oh, he's really willing to hang out with me. He didn't have plans with friends or anything like that. Maybe he's not all that. I'm not interested. The way that this woman is treating this guy is though he's some sort of toy that she can pull out whenever he wants and say, oh, you know what, maybe we'll go on a date today. And I would encourage men not to be this to women. Not to sit there, wait on her command, and to see when you're going to be able to see her, guys. These girls are a complete and utter waste of time. Let's continue with the Reddit story. The next week, I ask her out again. Idiot. At this point, I forget about her because it's obvious to me that she's not really into me like that. Yeah, you should have had this realization like 7 steps ago, my guy. He says, 7 months later, I'm going to a coffee shop to pick up some coffee right after the gym session. I see her sitting there somewhere with a friend. I haven't seen her in 8 months at this point, and last I heard from her, she flaked on me 7 months ago. I get my coffee and get out of there wondering if she ever saw me enter the shop. She absolutely did. That was last week. Today, she texted me on Snapchat saying, I saw you the other day. What's up with you? What do you make out of this? Why is she hitting me up after 7 months, Lamau? I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? Yeah, my guy, she views you as a toy. She does not care about your time. She does not respect you as a person or anything that you have going on in your life. And guys, this is how a lot of modern women treat men. They treat dudes like their time isn't worth anything, that dudes should be lucky to hang out with them, when oftentimes, guys, they're just a complete headache and they'll run you around and waste your time. The first, guys, I read a Reddit post earlier today, and it was something really ridiculous. I can't even, basically the man got lied to, okay, is how the Reddit story went. He got lied to over something, and then all the women in the comments were like calling him insecure for getting upset at his girlfriend over it, despite the fact that the woman lied to him. And my thought is always, guys, when you see the first sign of disrespect, when you see the first lie that comes your way, that is your permission. That is your encouragement. That is your prerogative sitting right there that you should leave the situation. I don't care if it's like, you know, because what happens is there'll be like one lie that someone will tell you, Okay, so maybe it's your girlfriend and she'll go to a party or something and she'll say like, oh, it's just a girls' night out. And then you find out, obviously, that there are dudes there. That's a lie, guys. That is a lie that the girl knew that she was telling you. And there's many other variants of this. But my philosophy has always been, guys, the first time that somebody lies to you, that's enough. Like, they've shown you who they are, particularly if it's quite a serious one, right? Like, if your girlfriend cheats on you, it's done. Okay, if people treat you like crap and disrespect your time, it's done. Because what ends up happening, guys, is if you cut these people out and you say, you know what, I'm not actually interested in this, you end up surrounding yourself with people who do respect your time, and your mental health will be way better off rather than dealing with these people who clearly don't care about you. Now, guys, I wanted to show you one of the other reasons, and there are so many reasons that I could have pulled up in this video why dudes are not dating these women, and why the woman in the first TikTok saying that, oh, have you guys ever noticed how men are just putting in less effort these days? There are so many reasons that I could pull up to highlight why that might be the case, but I wanted to show you guys this. I'm gonna have to blur out a lot of words as I go through this particular situation. But basically, we have a girl here who, she's trying to go out there dating. She wants to be relationship material or dating material in her own words, but at the same time, she just wants to be able to hook up with dudes. Okay, so in other words, she wants to be non-traditional, but she wants to be treated traditionally by men. So let's take a read of this. She says, I wish putting out on the first date didn't stop me from being quote-unquote dating material. It often seems to me like having bedroom fun on the first date with men means they won't see you as anything serious. Like, I need to wait 3+ dates to be serious material to date before I can have bedroom fun with them. But I'm a high libido, single woman. I'm the H word all the damn time, and I want to have fun on the first date, and if I like you and you're handsome, then I want that, of course. I also want to pursue something serious, though. I wish these things didn't seem to rule each other out. It's especially an issue because, to me, bedroom fun is important in a relationship. I've yet to meet a man who can keep up with me. I need someone who has high libido and someone who I'm attracted to. I've been on too many dates only to have bedroom fun months after spending time with this person to learn it wouldn't work out on that level. Doing these things on the first date, assuming we're both willing, is like asking if the other person wants kids or not. It's a matter of compatibility. I'm just so frustrated that men seem unwilling to pursue me further or work towards something more serious after I've had bedroom fun. And I don't understand it from the perspective of the man either. You wanted to have bedroom fun as much as I did. Why does that mean I'm not worth investing serious effort into now? I really don't know what I'm looking for, just venting my frustrations, I guess. Where the hell can I find a dude who will have bedroom fun early on and is still going to take me out on dates after? Is anyone else having this issue, or is it just me? And look how many upvotes this post has, guys. It has 3.2 thousand upvotes, almost 500, 400 and a half comments on it. So obviously a lot of people are agreeing with this. You know, why can't I go out there? Why can't I get with random dudes and then afterwards get the commitment from men? Here's the thing. Men are not interested in committing to women who get around. I know that's really hard to understand. I know that's shocking to a lot of girls, but the fact of the matter is, you are not wife material. You are not girlfriend material if you have gone around the rest of the town. Okay, whether or not you've gotten with the dude's friends, like a Reddit story that I covered recently, or whether or not it's just a whole bunch of guys in general, dudes don't want to wife up. They don't want to have relationships with girls who are going out there treating men like, oh, he's the next notch. Girls seem to get this idea in their head, man. I don't know if it's just the brainwashing that women have received from all these, other wominists and social media and all this crap, but girls seem to get this idea that it's somehow empowering to go get with a whole bunch of dudes, and that men should just accept them because they're a boss babe and they're ready to settle down now. And what these girls failed to realize is what men are actually interested in. Men are not interested in committing to 304s. Men are not interested in committing to women who are headaches, and guys are not interested in having their time wasted. And that's pretty much it, guys. It really is that simple, but apparently it's just incredibly complicated. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, guys, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments to some of the things that we have covered here today. Bit of a mess of an episode, guys, but maybe leave your thoughts on why a lot of dudes are leaving dating these days. I know there are plenty of reasons, so make sure to leave your thoughts, your comments. Guys, also, don't forget to subscribe to our other content creators, Hadan from Peace of Mind and Detective Warg. Their channels, as always, guys, will be linked in the video description. And as always, guys, make sure that you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.